Hello everyone, and welcome to the first podcast of Ariqt.
AI reminds us one thing, that change is constant, and that's what AI is also doing. The whole world has changed, whole IT landscape has changed, which has not changed in the entire history.
Don't you think developers are getting redundant?
So I don't believe that developers will become obsolete. Developer also has to evolve. The whole developer community has to evolve, and they will get more time. They will save more time to think of more different solutions.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first podcast of Ariqt. We are a developer-first company and a global AI leader. And here is Rupesh joining us today, the global CEO and founder of Ariqt. And a warm welcome to you, Rupesh. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Ravi, for having me here. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so let's jump right in. As a developer yourself, what inspired you to start Ariqt?
I have been all my life a developer, and I'm still a developer. I'm a developer by heart, and I believe in the power of IT. IT is here to solve most of our problems. If you take a mobile phone in your hand, we have all sorts of solutions just in our hand: banking solution, transport solutions, weather solutions, and I also believe in first principle thinking. I believe that not every time a complex problem needs a complex solution. Sometimes a small, simple idea can give you a big win. With that idea, I started Ariqt, and I wanted Ariqt to be a developer-first company because generally people make mobile first, cloud first, client first. I thought, no, I'm going to make a developer-first company where developer is our most important asset. And if you give them right training, right guidance, they will eventually build good applications, and everybody will be happy. That's what was the idea for starting Ariqt.
Very interesting. So currently in the world, we are seeing that AI has brought in a lot of change. And especially over the last 3-4 years, AI has really taken over the development space. So how do you see AI, and what do you think the changes are going to be in the development world because of AI?
AI reminds us one thing, that change is constant. And that's what AI is also doing. It before AI, we had Google. Before Google, we had internet. Now, what AI is doing is it is fast pacing the changing world. World was also always changing, but in past 2 years, especially after release of ChatGPT, the whole world has changed. The whole IT landscape has changed, which has not changed in the entire history. This is what AI is doing. It's changing our world very fast, and it is affecting everyone. It is changing everyone, and developer space also it's changing. The amount of effort and manpower which were needed to write and for build and functionality is now has changed. Now we can build that in minutes if it was taking an hours. And so what it is challenging developers to also to evolve, and the regular tasks ChatGPT or AI is going to take care of it. So this way, developer also has to evolve. The whole developer community has to evolve, and they have to, if to make themselves relevant, they have to understand that they have to think beyond ChatGPT. ChatGPT will do your regular task. It will write the if-else statement for you. But what ChatGPT can't think it is, can't do it is, can't think of the scenarios. A developer has to start thinking in that direction instead of just writing code.
But we're also seeing that it is able to debug, right? It is able to debug and develop code and look in the context of the application, right? So that is also a change that has brought in. So initially, let's say we were having a repository of code which you could copy and paste to your context, but it doesn't really understand the application. Now you can give a context to ChatGPT, saying this is my application, this is the use case, and then the code would adapt to that context, right? So in that sense, don't you think developers are getting redundant? But are they not losing their value a little bit when that happens?
Yes, that's the most power of the AI, to understand the context the way human understands it, and it frames your question, understand your question based in that bounded context. And developer community, this is a big fear that their job will be taken away. They are going to be redundant. I don't believe in that. I believe that this is a part of a change which developer community is facing it. They are also facing the same issue when Google came out, the search engine came out. They're also facing the same set of questions when the internet came out. So I don't believe that developers will become obsolete. I don't believe that it's a danger for developers. It is just that it is going to change the nature of the way they are going to do it. And if at all, it is danger for those developers who are not upskilling themselves, who are not keeping up pace with changing technology. So yes, if you are not upskilling yourself, if you are not updating yourself, ChatGPT will overtake you, AI will overtake you, or DeepSeek will overtake you. But if you're upskilling, if you're keeping yourself ahead, then you don't have to be worried. It will make you more efficient. It will make you more valuable.
Interesting that you say that, because me being a non-developer, right? For me, I always had a lot of ideas. I wanted to build different applications for different business cases, right? So, but I was never able to, because I always have that dependency on a developer. Right? And right now, what AI is enabling me to do is, instead of learning a programming language, the programming language has become English. So that when that is the case, the dependency on a developer is decreasing, and anybody with a business issue or a problem, if they identify it, they're able to build an application on their own. So don't you think then developers are only going to be about building solutions for complex applications rather than simple applications?
Yes, you are right that dependency on developers are decreasing, but dependency on everyone is getting decreasing. That's what AI is doing. For a developer also, dependency on a product owner or product manager is decreasing, because they can use AI in ChatGPT to define on their task, user stories and all, and they can continue doing it. So yes, dependency on each other decreasing, the lines are getting blurred. And then your question was, are the developers left to do only complex tasks?
Mm-hmm.
No, because complex things are also AI doing it. Technology is getting smarter. That's what I see as AI is. That's it. So if technology is getting smarter, developer has to become more smarter. So it's not that they are left to do only complex part, but they will get more time. They will save more time to think of more different solutions, because world is filled with problems, right? So they will get more time to think of different solution, try different solution, try different architecture, try them, deep dive into it, rather than investing your time in writing more regular codes and all. So like I said it, they will get more time to develop more solutions because somebody else is doing their regular work. I see it still as more an opportunities than a threat.
Okay. I recently heard that the CEO of Perplexity, Arvind Srinivas, he has explained that the AI he has separated into two parts. So which is the base layer or the base model, and then the wrapper on top of it, which is the business use case. Right. So which one do you think has a more scope going into the future? What should companies focus on? Is it the base layer or is it the business use case wrapper?
You're right. Arvind Srinivas has put in a nice way that's what AI you should see it. If any enterprise, if they want to invest in AI, if they want to do something with AI, they have to be first clear what they want to do with that. And in simple form, AI has two layers. One is base layer, the trained models, and another one is what you do with these trained models. Where the businesses or companies should invest entirely depends on the use cases. But like majority of businesses should focus on understanding the business case of theirs, what problem they are facing and how they can solve it or build something on the top of the base layer. So the business layer which you are saying is the most of the companies should focus on. Why? Because there's already AR war going on, and all these big companies are already building and coming up with new and better trained models. And even in enterprise is going to start with that, they're going to face a tough challenge with Microsoft, OpenAI, DeepSeek, and also. And there the challenge will be tougher. And the game will be bigger and longer, and some of them can do it and they should do it. I would really hope that we also come up with something groundbreaking as DeepSeek from India. But for most of the businesses, they should focus on implementing AI in businesses, in their processes, using agentic AI to automate their processes, make them smarter, efficient, and less manual dependent.
Okay. So follow-up question to the previous question is that, like LLMs like DeepSeek or Mistral have come into the market, right? And they are kind of taking over ChatGPT, or at least performing on par with ChatGPT. Right. But I think the major issue with, let's say, DeepSeek is that it's maybe not a secure thing. right? Because it's from China, and the general perception of China is that it's not secure, right? So in that sense, do you think businesses can really integrate them if there is no data security?
That's a very good question, because that's what everybody is thinking and on the top of their mind. Security is, every organization should always keep it as highest priority and should be always on the top of their mind. If they think that DeepSeek is from China and they can't trust the DeepSeek model, then definitely they should not go with it. Having said that, this is a war, like I said it. Very soon we are going to hear a news that either Meta or OpenAI or some other company, or maybe from India, has come up with a better model and faster and cheaper model than DeepSeek. So businesses has to be ready. DeepSeek is not the end. They are going, new and new models are going to come up in market, like you have mentioned. Some of them are LLMs, some of them SLMs, and a lot of companies and the world is busy in this war, right? So businesses have to understand, and they have to keep an eye which model is best suited in their case, in terms of privacy and security as well, in terms of price as well, and they should choose for it. But businesses should start with it. They should not wait if something comes up and they do this. Will start making strategies for their businesses, how they are going to use AI and implement AI in their businesses, and what I call it is AI initiatives. And I was looking at one of the Gartner conferences, and one of the speakers said that every business should have at least 10 AI initiatives running in parallel.
Okay.
So that's what they should focus on, finding use cases for that to improve their processes and everything, implementing AI in their business.
Okay. What do you see as the first set of jobs that would get replaced by AI over the next 5 years?
Might not be a very popular answer, but content writers, and just especially generative AIs, their job I see as highly endangered, because that's what they were getting paid for, highly, to write content. But now generative AIs are writing it, if not better, then at least equal to the same level and all, especially in most of the cases, if not all. So their job is directly impacted by the whole AI revolution. But not only that, anything which was repetitive, which has a pattern, AI is going to understand it and do it. So content writer, whichever one I can think of, reply mails or secretary job where you have to prepare the mails and all that, I can think of. And there are some more which I'm not getting it now.
Very interesting, firstly. And this gives me a lot of insight on where AI is heading and what the impact is going to be. So if you were starting today as a developer, I know you've been a developer, even now you're a developer, but if you were starting today as a developer, what would you learn first? As in, how will you position yourself and what will be your focus on?
Interesting question, because I've been developer from past 17 years. I'm still a developer. I'm a developer by heart. But if I'm starting now, I would focus on two things. One is the basics are not going to change. So basics has to be clear of any programming language or OOPS or anything, any language which you have picked up. So basics, that why it is happening, why I'm writing this, that has to be clear. But other than that, my pace of learning will be fast. The things, the concepts, the new techniques which I took earlier for a month or a few weeks to understand, now I learn it in a week. The reason is simple: information. Earlier you had to go for information. You had to even search on Google to find the right article, which gives you the information that you're looking for, which can give you the code which you are looking for. But now you are saving time on that. Strategy will be the same, to learn the basics, but the output will be a lot more faster. The things which I took a month to learn, which I will learn it in a week. I'm still doing it.
And how does Ariqt want to grow, especially in an AI first world, right? How does Ariqt think itself as being the pioneer of AI?
Ariqt is already a global leader in AI powered technologies, but our strategy is we are here to solve problems, and AI is one of the IT technologies, one of the technologies which is our main focus. So our strategy is we see a problem, encounter a problem, and using AI first thinking, we'll see how can we solve it through AI. And maybe AI will not solve it fully, but AI will have a part role in that. But I was thinking does it start from there? How can we solve the problem? How can AI play the role in that? AI can play a role in any way. It can play a role in delivering the solution faster, but it can also play a role in delivering a customer value where AI is integrated into the final solution and customer also get better and different insights. So that has been our strategy to build and solve problems and build products which are AI first.
Yeah, I see that there are a lot of companies who see this wave coming in of AI, but they don't really know how to integrate it into their system, right? So how do you think Ariqt can help them?
Yes, we are already helping many businesses in implementing AI at enterprise level. And Ariqt, what can do it is we have framework developed for that one, which starts first from understanding the whole businesses, what they are doing it, identifying the opportunities where there are the problems or the processes are slow or the efficiency is low, and where AI can help them remove the impediments or improve their processes, and then deciding technologies which AI technology is best suited for the business, and finally developing it if at all development is needed, and implementing it, and then training users and then handing over. So in this whole journey, we are always there with the business and we help them be empowered with the AI.
Okay. And another addition to that question is that we see a lot of LLMs, and especially ChatGPT and DeepSeek now being the most widely known ones. So recently I asked ChatGPT, as in, what do you think about DeepSeek and how it is taking on the market? And the answers that it has given, it said DeepSeek is a cost-effective solution rather than a better performing one. So what do you think about these bias instilled in the models? So, and how do you think at a individual level and at a enterprise level, how should people cope with it?
Yeah, that's $1 million question. That are these LLMs biased? In my opinion, yes, they are, because they answer based on the way they are trained, based on the data which is fed to them. And if you ask ChatGPT about DeepSeek, you'll get the answer that it is a cost-effective solution, but it's not better. And if you ask DeepSeek about ChatGPT, you will get a similar set of answers, and other LLMs as well. So yeah, they are not completely unbiased, and that's a very good question for the enterprise. So, and that's where there's no one answer for this question. Enterprise has to understand. First, they have to understand of the fact that LLMs are biased, but if their biasness, how much they are biased, and their biasness is how much it is affecting their business, or how much can they take it and how much they cannot. And then once they decide, then they can go ahead with the strategy and all. But there is no LLM in the world which is not biased.
Interesting. And thank you for these insights, firstly. And I'm glad to have you on the Ariqt first podcast of Ariqt, and looking forward to a lot more. And yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much for having me here. It was great. It was fun to talk to you.
Yeah, likewise. Anyways, thank you for your time, Rupesh. This was really insightful. And it was a pleasure to get the insights from you about everything that you've spoken about, and especially the new technologies like AI and future tech. So thanks for that. And also, everyone, follow this space for more of these insightful conversations that we'll be having at this platform. So thanks for this, and see you next time.